Welcome back everyone to another episode on the Update SMP. I believe this is episode number 9, and as you guys can see, I have built some trees off camera. I did actually lose some footage of me building these, so we're gonna sort of just start today's episode off showing you guys what I have done off camera. So yeah, we got some trees in here. Some of them look kind of weird. I have to go behind here and kind of fix them up, shape them properly, but we got the base done for most of the trees. So I did actually get pranked while I was building these trees by Little Gamer. He went to my base and just started, placing a bunch of pressure plates. So I gotta go over there and figure out what's going on because he sent me a message saying that he left me a gift at my base. But yeah, we got pranked by Little Gamer. I'm gonna sleep real quick. Actually, I think Hire's online. I might be able to sleep. But yeah, he put a bunch of pressure plates over here. I did start breaking them down, but I realized I wasn't recording, so I stopped. Yeah, this sign right here is kind of hard to see. The recording, or yeah, it's like on recording, it's very hard to see. I can see it, but you guys probably cannot. Let me just turn RTX off. That might help. There we go. It says right here, get pranked. Dupers. Apparently, there's more than one duper. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and break all of these though because these get very annoying when it comes to walking around. I don't want to hear a bunch of clicking from pressure plates. So yeah, we're gonna remove all of these, and we're gonna find out a way to get revenge on Little Gamer for pranking me in such a way. And I think I have something in mind, but we're probably not gonna have time to do it for this episode. But who knows? We might do something. We might do something a little extra on the end of the episode by getting some revenge, not only on him, but some revenge on Trent, because he did actually prank us before. Man, he even put them up top there too. We'll get those later. Gotta try to stay as focused as possible. So yeah, we did get the trees over here going. I'm pretty happy so far with the way it's coming along. Like, the atmosphere is looking really cool over here. But like I said, I gotta finish these trees. So the goal is to go ahead and get all these trees filled in, get the street lights up, and go ahead and get this part up too. And I think, like, off camera, I've came to the realization that it's gonna be a lot better if I actually build the trading hall in this plot instead of that one. Because in this plot, I have all of this land over here to play around with. Whereas that plot is kind of limited because, it stops right here where this intersection goes this way. And then it kind of stops over here with these mountains. So I know this might sound very crazy, but this trading hall might take up this entire plot. It is a very big trading hall. I made a very big design for it, so it's going to be quite grand, and I don't want to have to be limited on space, because if I'm limited on space, I'm not going to be able to decorate it as best as I can. So therefore, I think it would be better to build it there. I can build something else here, maybe like some other farms or townhouses or some sort of urban buildings here. But yeah, that's the idea. So we're gonna get all these trees filled in, all these street lights, and then we can start on today's project. Dude, how? No, he said they don't die in lava? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can they Oh my god! It has gone through the most. Okay guys, so we have most of the trees done around the area. We also made some street lights here, and we also made a traffic light area over here at the intersection. So this part is basically finished. You can see we have trees all around here. It's starting to have more of a city feel with the organics. We have the street lights, even got the little traffic light colors in there, the red, yellow, and green. So yeah, everything is looking pretty good. Gotta work on this mountain to actually make a underpass through the mountain eventually, but I might do that on a stream. We actually gotta get started on today's actual project, which is the trading hall. So I sort of made this thing kind of big again. This is currently 186 by, well, I didn't actually make the back proportions because I've actually made 2 different designs for this building. One of them cuts that down by half, while the other one is the exact same. So we can either have half of that length or the exact same of that length. So, basically making it a complete square. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to go with. I want to go ahead and build this part first to get a good estimate of how much quartz is going to require, and if I feel like I can get a sufficient enough of quartz without taking like 5 months, then I might just build the whole thing. But yeah, we might just do it by half because this thing is going to take a lot of quartz as it is. And I mean, you could hardly even render the entire thing from this end. You would have to stand like perfectly in the middle over here where there's no road at currently to actually see the full build. But it is pretty big. It's not too big. It should fit the scale of the actual city. So yeah, that's the plan. The only thing I need right now is some white concrete, which should be pretty easy to gather. So I'm going to go ahead and get some white concrete and start a small little time lapse of me finishing the front part of today's project. Been a bit of time since I've last recorded, and I will go ahead and say that time-lapse is mainly finished for now. We're not going to be able to do too much more progress recorded right now because I don't have much space left on my computer, but you guys can see that the city hall is starting to take shape. We've gotten basically the entire front done. We haven't done the very right side yet, like this part right here, so we have to finish that part, and then we also have to start wrapping this thing around. This is about as wide as it's going to be in the or not wide, as long as it's going to be on the side, and it's going to wrap around and go on the back obviously, and then it's going to wrap around on the other side, making the entire thing complete. This is a very big building. In fact, this is the biggest building I've ever created on an SMP. So of all the seasons of the SMP, including season 2 and 3, this is the biggest project I've ever worked on in one time. So yeah, this is a pretty big build, and I've came to the conclusion. Hold on, let me try it again. And I've came to the conclusion that I think this is gonna be my mega base for now. You know, it's temporary. It's just something humble. You know, something light to begin with. I don't really have anywhere else to live at. If you guys have been watching, you know, the series from this point on, you guys know that, you know, I don't really live anywhere. Behind these mountains, I do have a mob farm, which is my main operation area. I don't really do anything over here besides, you know, open chests for farm stuff, craft stuff, store stuff. But this is like basically my home right here. This is where I kind of live at. So yeah, I think it would be nice if we finally, you know, had a proper place to have a storage system and all that. Because to be honest, guys, I did not measure this out properly. This is actually much bigger than what my creative design was. I actually improvised a lot of this design. This is much taller than it was in creative, and it's also much wider. So to be honest, we're not going to need to fill this thing up with only villagers. We're going to have a lot more space to do other stuff. So it's a good chance this is going to become, you know, like a villager hall, as well as my mega base that has like an automatic storage system and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's that. So I will say that I ran out of quartz, obviously. I did get some more though. We have a lot of pillar quartz here. We have some smooth quartz here. And this is where we are storing white concrete. And then I also have some quartz down here. Now the issue that came into play is that I kept using actual smooth quartz. I kept smelting it down. And I didn't realize that you can't craft pillar quartz after you do that. So this time I have to make sure that I don't do that again. We can go ahead and smelt this down because we're going to need this as smooth quartz. But we actually use a lot more pillar quartz than we do smooth. So we need to go ahead and probably do like, you know, 2/3 of this shulker box as pillar quartz. And then the rest of this can be smooth. So we'll go ahead and just do this. And then these can all be pillar quartz. So yeah, I have a lot more quartz collecting to do. I've been basically just buying quartz from these villagers using the emeralds from the raid farm I made in the last episode, which is working amazingly. So yeah, I've been kind of just doing this for the last like 5 hours, and I'm trying to get as much quartz as I can. The bad news is this takes a pretty long time, but the good news is it's very safe. I don't have to go into the nether, and I don't have to keep branching out further and further and further away in the nether. I can just keep coming back here and getting a bunch of quartz. So it's pretty convenient, and once we do actually set up the, you know, the actual city hall, we're going to have so many villagers in there. We can get like probably an entire shulker box of quartz within one trip, so it's gonna be very, very cool. Got to mention, this guy got turned into a witch. I don't know, I think it got struck by lightning or something. So yeah, we got a witch in here now. It hasn't really ever thrown a potion at me. Now that I think about it, I think it's a nice witch. Not exactly sure, but yeah, it's a witch in there. But anyways, you guys mainly have a good idea of what the, you know, actual progress of building this is. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish this off camera or on a stream, so we can actually start getting these villagers moved in here. So with that being said, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the flip side. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the build is finally complete. Psych. No, it's not really. I lied. It's not complete. In fact, we didn't do that much since the last time I recorded, and the biggest reason why is because I have been very busy in life, and I haven't had enough time to play Minecraft. So, yeah, we still have to finish, but sadly, I'm probably gonna have to push this to the next episode because I've actually ran into a couple of problems. First things first is well, I didn't actually design this in creative to be this size. This is like, I kind of improvised on a lot of this as I was building it in survival. Yeah, I think the pattern is the main part I established in creative, but the height of it and the width of it was completely improvised, as well as some of the patterns that go on top of it. But the like main pillars were the only thing that was designed. And if you guys actually look at this, this thing goes pretty far back. It's a very, very big build, probably the biggest building I've ever built in a SMP. And yeah, we still have to build a back wall. We have to finish that wall right there. And technically none of the walls are finished because they're just open. They have to have glass, they have to have windows with lights and all that. So we still have a lot of work to do. Not to mention that we didn't finish any of the sidewalk floors. We still have some holes here, and then we also have the entire inside floor, which isn't finished. This is going to be a multiple story build. So we're going to have multiple floors to this building. We have to do the roof, we have to do the back wall. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that I've bitten off more than I can chew with trying to fit all of this in one episode. I thought I could probably get it finished in one episode, but I certainly cannot. Not without, you know, spending another 2 months without uploading. So I decided I'm going to break this up into different parts. And I think I've already mentioned this before, but I've decided that this could probably be more than just a villager trading hall. It's going to be likely this is going to be my storage system as well. So I'm going to probably put like a really big storage system on the bottom floor or second floor, and have one floor dedicated to villagers, one floor dedicated to storage, and then the top floor could be something else. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find something for that. Who knows? I might have 2 floors for storage because we're going to need a lot more blocks for a lot more buildings in the city. But yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and end the episode here. The idea for next episode is to actually not do any more work quite yet. I want to get as many villagers in here as possible. We're going to go ahead and start getting this place loaded up with villagers next episode. I'm talking, you know, basically as many as I can. I mean like hundreds, maybe even 1,000. No, probably not 1,000 villagers, but definitely a lot. I don't know exactly how much we're gonna get, but you know, right now we only have what, like 13 villagers, and one villager died over here, and the other villager turned into a witch because it got struck by lightning. So we only have like 11 villagers left, and we're getting all of the quartz for that building from just 11 villagers, which takes a long time. I have my AFK chamber here. I'll just go in here, wait a couple of minutes, maybe like, I don't know, 10 minutes, come back out, trade with all of them, go back in here, and it would take me probably like, I don't know, 10 Minecraft days just to get one shulker box full of quartz. If we were to get, you know, somewhere around 100 to 200 villagers, we could get a lot more quartz in one day. We'd probably can get enough to finish like the entire back half in just one Minecraft day with like 200 or 300 villagers. And emeralds aren't our issue because we made the mega raid farm, so we're good on those. We're pretty good on emerald. We can definitely, you know, have a lot more villagers. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm gonna have to attach a railroad going all the way over there and find a way to get them safe to where they can't die. I also have to make a floor inside here, which is going to be a bit annoying because of how big this is, but yeah, it's yeah, we have our work cut out for us in the next episode. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this one, make sure you guys check out my last Minecraft video, and yeah, with it being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.